his manager reached out to us, and you know, what a solid offer, something that made sense for me and my team, and now we're starting to negotiate. But we haven't really heard from Rolly.
If it ain't Dev and Ryan, then Ryan is doing the lion. I mean, we were supposed to do it before he went with Rolly. Then he blew the bag with Rolly. And then we set up and we talked about, and they talked about PTS and all this other. It's over with, Oscar. It's over with. Ryan, the hiding, the ducking, the playing, the comedian that you guys are doing. And that's what I do have to say enough of. On the last stand, let it be the last time we let these jokers get away with comedy.
I talk to Jay Prince every day. Jay Prince never said you call his phone. So since you're the one picking your fighters, so you purposely pick Xander, right? You're purposely picking Rolly, right? You never pick me. So stop lying to the fans and just let the fans know you're not trying to fight me so we can both move on.
Devin Haney, famously known as the Debo, has dropped a shocking revelation for his fans as the talks about his next fight continues. Amid the growing momentum surrounding a potential rematch between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, recent developments have sparked uncertainty, leaving fans wondering what comes next. Clearing the air, Haney has stepped forward to share that he's currently in negotiations with Romero after being approached by his manager. Calling it a solid offer, Haney admits he's seriously considering the move, a revelation that could disappoint those hoping for the Garcia rematch.
His manager reached out to us, and what a solid offer, something that made sense for me and my team, and now we're starting to negotiate. But we haven't really heard from Rolly since the Ryan Garcia fight. So I didn't take it personal. He could say what he want to say. The world knows that I'm Debo for a reason, because I'm the guy pulling up on everyone and wanting to make the biggest, best fights happen. So the duck talk is for somebody else, not for me.
Romero quickly responded on social media, claiming the fight is being targeted for May 30th at the Barclays Center. He alleged that Devin Haney and his father have been avoiding him, insisting he has personally sent messages trying to make the fight happen. Romero doubled down on his stance, arguing that fear won't bring anyone to the negotiating table and suggesting the holdup isn't on his side. He also revealed the possible venue and date, sending a clear message that, by all means, he has put everything in place for the fight to be finalized. Meanwhile, the heated rivalry shows no signs of slowing down. Ryan Garcia launched a fierce tirade aimed at Devin Haney, questioning his credibility and claiming he's lost his edge. Garcia made it clear that the upcoming rematch isn't just another bout. He frames it as a decisive showdown, vowing to settle the score and put an end to Haney's career once and for all.
Happy to be back. Devin Haney will be next in line if we can figure it out. He gotta know, you're just not that guy right now. I don't even want to call you B-side, you might be Z-side. Shut the f up. If you want that run back, you could get it. Just know your place. Devin Haney,
nah, don't say
I've declared war onto you.
How?
My first declaration of that war was yesterday. I've declared it. It's time. If you want that work, you will get it.
No.
I will beat you worse this time, and you will feel something you've never felt before. You will never box again, ever in your life. I promise you.
No, wait,
that.
pa. Dang.
You're interrupting my speech, bro. All right, whatever, cut that. Don't clip that one. Clip this one. Devin Haney, suck a.
Responding to the remarks, Bill Haney fired back with what he described as a brutal dose of reality for Ryan Garcia. He accused Garcia of not being truthful and warned that if the rematch doesn't materialize this time, it would speak volumes about his intentions. Bill also claimed that Garcia previously turned down the rematch when it was offered before the Rolly fight, believing he would secure an easier win, but ultimately miscalculating his own strategy and expectations. This time, he insists things would be very different.
If it ain't Dev and Ryan, then Ryan is doing the lion. I mean, we were supposed to do it before he went with Rolly. Then he blew the bag with Rolly. And then we set up and we talked about, and they talked about PTS and all this other shit. It's over with, Oscar. It's over with. Ryan, the hiding, the ducking, the playing, the comedian that you guys are doing. And that's what I do have to say enough of. On the last stand, let it be the last time we let these jokers get away with comedy. They've turned into comedians. What is all this jokey joke for? Huh? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I got the baddest guy in boxing, period. If it ain't Devin Ryan, then Ryan is doing the lion.
Doubling down on his stance, Bill Haney strongly insists that Ryan Garcia has already been approached for the rematch, but continues to avoid committing to it. He accused Garcia of relying on social media tactics to build hype and create distractions rather than finalizing the fight. In Bill's view, if Ryan Garcia is not the opponent for Devin Haney, fans should question the narrative being pushed. He also made it clear that the fight can happen at 147 pounds, and now they're waiting on Ryan's response.
Ryan, he was at the bottom of the list. He was number 10, right behind Conor Ben. He shot up the list because the people put the target on his back. I mean, they started running all kind of narratives, what a great performance it was. And it was with a guy that if Devin had went up to 147 pounds and fought him first, they would have said Devin was cherry picking. You see what I mean? So we went right at Brian Norman, the baddest man in the division. Devin is the king of 147 pounds. And it would be absurd for the fight not to happen with Ryan Garcia. Like I said, it will be Ryan Lion if it doesn't happen next.
And with this new announcement, the boxing world has been shaken. Prominent coach Stephen "Breadman" Edwards weighed in on the potential matchup, comparing its significance to a high-level clash like Sugar Ray Leonard versus Ayub Kalule. He described it as a major opportunity for Rolly Romero, emphasizing that Romero must stay focused on preparing for the fight rather than getting distracted by outside feuds. At the same time, Edwards made it clear he doesn't believe Devin Haney would show any fear stepping into this challenge.
I don't look at it that way. Devin Haney is an elite enough fighter where Rolly Romero shouldn't stop a big fight that he's looking for in the future. And what I mean by that is I've seen errors where, I'll give you an example. Sugar Ray Leonard for Ayub Kalule.
Got dropped.
No, he didn't get dropped in that fight.
Oh, that was in that fight, all right.
Yeah, he fought Ayub Kalule in May of 1981. And he moved up to 154 pounds to fight him. And Ayub Kalule was 36-0 and was the lineal junior middleweight champion of the world. Well, guess who he fought in September? In September that same year, he fought Tommy Hearns. So in essence, Ayub Kalule was a tune-up. And it really wasn't a tune-up. It was a real fight. It was a legacy-defining fight.
Breadman Edwards also pointed out that this is a fight where Devin Haney would likely hold the upper hand purely from a skill standpoint. According to him, there are visible flaws in Rolly Romero's past performances that Haney could effectively exploit. He described Haney as an elite-level technician, capable of making smart adjustments mid-fight and switching between gears with precision. In Edwards' view, Haney has the ring IQ and versatility to ultimately control how the matchup unfolds.
I feel like that Devin Haney is one of the 10 or 15 best fighters in the world. I do believe he's elite. And I believe that he should be able to handle Rolly Romero and it not be a thing like, oh my God, I don't want to take a fight because Romero's too dangerous to mess up the Ryan fight. He should be able to handle that fight in May or whenever they're going to fight and then fight Ryan later on in the year. Elite fighters can do stuff like that.
At the same time, the Haneys have another rival emerging, and that is Keyshawn Davis. Bill Haney has even mentioned him as a potential opponent they're considering next. However, Davis fired back, accusing Bill of putting on a public show for hype when never actually contacting his team to finalize the fight. He claims contracts have already been sent and says the real move now is for Bill to make his intentions clear so he can either secure the fight or move on to other opportunities.
You literally just snitched on yourself.
You hear Delavan so eloquently say, listen, it's who my dad picks. So that's what I'm doing.
You said that you're the one that's picking these fighters. So if you're the one that's actually picking the fighters, why haven't you picked me? I said speak to my manager because that's who's actually going to make the fight happen. I talk to Jay Prince every day. Jay Prince never said you call his phone. So since you're the one picking your fighters, so you purposely picked Xander, right? You're purposely picking Rolly, right? You never pick me, so stop lying to the fans and just let the fans know you're not trying to fight me so we can both move on.
This potential matchup of Keyshawn versus Devin has drawn the attention of Roy Jones Jr., who predicts it could be far more explosive than anticipated. While Haney possesses refined skills, Jones notes that Davis offers a unique, adaptable style capable of unsettling and breaking down even elite fighters.
Kind of tough fight right now because Devin Haney is right back at the top of his game. Devin showed that the weight loss was probably causing him to not have as good punch resistance, and it also probably wasn't causing him to have as much power or explosiveness as he has. He showed tremendous power, tremendous punch resistance in that fight against Norman, and for him to do that means that the weight was probably an issue. Now, if Keyshawn comes up, or if they even do a catch weight, a 143, 144, it's gonna be a very interesting fight because I think Devin has more tools and more IQ right now, but Keyshawn is different. So you gotta have that intangibleness about him, where he can be a different guy when it's time to be a different guy. You can never count him out.
On the other hand, Andre Ward believes that if Devin Haney is looking for the ideal comeback, a matchup with Keyshawn Davis would make the most sense. Ward describes it as a cinematic clash between two top fighters of the same generation, offering a true test of skill, youth, and ring IQ that could captivate the entire boxing world. Still, Roy Jones Jr. warns that Davis might need one more proving fight before he's ready for such a high-stakes showdown.
However, if I were pushing Keyshawn, I would have another fight or two before I fight Devin, just for experience purposes. And if I was Devin, I would try to jump on it right now before he gets those couple fights, because the more experience he gets, the harder he's going to become to beat.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough fight for Keyshawn Davis. And I think in many respects, Devin Haney too. You can't take Keyshawn Davis light. He can really fight. He's really like that. The weight difference is a concern, and it's a fair question. Is he ready now? Is he ready a fight or two from now? But that's the fight, really. If you really want to scream, I'm back. That's the type of fight that you want, because obviously it's in the Turkey Al-Sheikh universe, and that's a fight that's going to get made. You're going to make a career high payday. But if you are able to beat Devin Haney, brother.
The tension between Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney has escalated after a heated confrontation between Davis and Bill Haney, where verbal jabs flew back and forth. Davis insists he's fully prepared to step in, especially after his knockout victory over Jermaine Ortiz, and challenges the Haneys on what's holding them back. To him, any delay can only signal one thing: fear.
I walked up to Bill, because we was DMing each other.
Right.
I walked up to Bill, I said what I said, and he told me to stand on it. And I said, after I knock Jermaine out, we gonna fight, right?
Yeah.
I said that purposely because I'm the same person that was telling Jay Prince, after I knock Jermaine out, they not gonna wanna fight me. They gonna be like, nah. So I said that purposely to him, after I knock Jermaine out, you gonna fight me, right?
He said Devin.
I said that
no, he
to
said it to
Bill.
Bill. Okay.
He said, yeah, be a man of your word and stand on it.
Yeah, he did say that.
Why I ain't get no call out? Why I ain't get we ain't reaching out? And I know what's going on in real time too. They really don't want to fight me, bro.
Keyshawn Davis claims he stands above everyone in the division, even suggesting Vasyl Lomachenko doesn't compete at his level. He cites Lomachenko's struggles against Jermaine Ortiz, arguing he handled a similar opponent far more decisively. Regarding Devin Haney, he accuses him and his father of picking safer matchups while avoiding the real challenge waiting right in front of them.
Crazy out here saying I'm really better than these guys,
No,
though.
I'm not saying you're not, but listen, can you
trying to
admit
hear
that
that, bro.
Loma was one of the best fighters in the world?
In the moment,
Two
yes.
Olympic gold medals.
There you go,
So he
bro.
still was.
But he ain't better than me, though. That's what's going on in your head.
I get what you're saying.
He's not me, gang.
I'm talking about when he fought him. You weren't around. You weren't in that.
I was around.
No, but you weren't in a position
we
to
can't
fight
say
at that
Devin
point.
ducking. We can't say Devin ducking.
Okay, y'all can't say
no,
it.
because he's already has a track record of fighting those fights. That's it. He's fighting Ryan,
Bro, them niggas,
Loma.
let me bring
He
something down
fought
to you.
Norman.
And all respect to you,
Come
Devin,
on,
because
Lenore.
y'all are great businessmen over there. But, bro, they know exactly what they're doing. The reason why they trying to go up and get another champion at 54, right? You better choose Xander. You better choose Xander. Like, they know how to pick him, gang. Think about me.
As talks of a potential clash heat up, Keyshawn Davis asserts that he is the true test Haney has been avoiding. He calls out Haney's team for picking opponents they think are easy wins, contrasting that with his own record of never refusing a fight, no matter the style. Davis emphasizes that he has taken on every challenger thrown his way and now wants Haney next, determined to challenge what he sees as a lack of genuine sportsmanship and prove himself as the ultimate contender.
Let's talk about my track history. I didn't have to fight Limos. Tyring had a whole nother opponent on the table. I fought Limos. I chose Limos. I didn't have to fight De Los Santos. I chose De Los Santos. These guys out here really choosing fighters that they really know they can beat. I can beat everybody, so I'm choosing anybody. That's the difference. Y'all need to wake up, bro. I'm really out here trying to fight any and everybody, bro. No cap. They can't. Nobody beat me. I'm the best in this sport, and I'm trying to show that. Let me show it, Devin.
Meanwhile, Haney's pointed reply to Ryan Garcia seems sparked by his recent back and forth with him, Davis, and Rolly. Coming off a commanding victory against Brian Norman Jr., Haney had shown little appetite for revisiting the rivalry. However, his latest remarks have reignited the debate, bringing this simmering feud back into the public eye and turning the spotlight squarely on the growing tension between the two fighters.
You are the welterweight champion and a man in demand right now in that division, but the man you said you want is Ryan Garcia. Is that the fight you're looking for next?
Yeah, I mean, it has a storyline, it has the bad blood, it's a unification now, and it's the biggest fight in boxing, so it's a perfect fight to be made, and right now is the time.
Looking back at Ryan Garcia's recent bout with Mario Barrios, Haney revealed he already had a good read on how Garcia would handle the fight. In Haney's eyes, Barrios was an ideal opponent suited to Garcia's style, yet he insists that the rematch will play out very differently. This time, Haney vows to enter the ring sharper, more strategic, and fully focused on proving he can convincingly defeat Garcia.
What did you think of Ryan's performance?
I thought Ryan did what he was supposed to. I figured he would do that against Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios was a perfect opponent for Ryan.
Do you think things will be different with you the second time around?
Definitely.
All attention is on Eddie Hearn as fans eagerly await confirmation of the potential clash. In a recent interview, he outlined his plans for Devin Haney, confirming a unification fight with Ryan Garcia at 147 pounds is very much a possibility. Haney believes Haney has the tools to challenge Garcia seriously. Negotiations are ongoing, and although other options exist, he's pushing hard to make this matchup a reality, with an official announcement expected imminently.
We've got a great relationship, and I was just talking to him. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. Sometimes I said to him tonight, I think you can be better. I think if you believe in yourself a little bit more, up at 147 pounds, you're going to cause a lot of problems. And I don't know who will beat him in that weight class. I said to him, look, we have Lewis Crocker. He's fighting Liam Paro. If we come through that, we could do a unification. He wants to fight Ryan Garcia. And I think that's probably one of the biggest fights in the sport with that build-up and the history. But, he's his own man. Maybe one day we'll work together again, but he's in a really nice position. 3-division world champion, current welterweight world champion. But for me, Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney, with the history, is the one to make.
Here we are, Devin Haney caught between two huge opponents. On one hand, he's confirming that negotiations with Rolly Romero are underway. On the other, he's giving the green light to a potential showdown with Ryan Garcia. Meanwhile, Garcia's father has been firing shots, calling Haney a liar, and Keyshawn Davis is also stirring the pot. This rivalry is shaping up like classic cinematic drama in boxing history. What do you think? Who comes out on top? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications for every explosive update.